Welcome back to They Never Told Us. In part 1, we uncovered the story of Mansa Musa, the wealthiest man in history. A man whose gold shook the earth. But wealth wasn't Africa's greatest treasure. No, Africa's true power was knowledge. And that's what they feared the most. They didn't just want our land, or our gold, or our people. They wanted to erase our memory. So they went after our books, our wisdom, our minds. Have you ever heard of Timbuktu? No, not the cartoon. Not the punchline. Not the middle of nowhere. The real Timbuktu. Once, it was the intellectual capital of West Africa. A city that rose under the Mali Empire. Home to kings, scientists, mathematicians, doctors, poets, philosophers. Timbuktu was more than a city. It was a university in the desert. In the 14th and 15th centuries, while Europe was drowning in plague, Timbuktu had more than 180 schools and over 700,000 manuscripts. Books on medicine, mathematics, astronomy, law, philosophy, architecture, and spirituality. Written in Arabic, Fulani, Sanghay, Hausa, and more. Written by Africans. Not Greeks. Not Romans. Not Arabs. Africans. Doctors in Timbuktu knew how to treat cataracts with surgery. Centuries before Europeans figured it out. Astronomers in West Africa charted the movement of stars without telescopes. Lawmakers debated ethics, morality, and justice, while the rest of the world was still defining kings and slaves. They never taught you that, did they? Because if you knew Africa had knowledge, you'd question everything else they told you. But what happened to all of it? Why weren't we taught this in school? Why are African kids today growing up believing that their people never wrote, never read, never created? The answer is colonization. When the French and British marched in, they expected to find gold. They were ready for that. But they were shocked by what else they found. Order, intelligence, libraries, books, knowledge. And that was dangerous. Because knowledge makes you unshakable. Knowledge makes you free. So what did they do? They stole some of the manuscripts. They burned many others. And the rest, locked away in archives. Buried in basements. Hidden from the world. Then they rewrote the story. Africa had no written history. Africans lived in huts. They didn't know how to read or write. Lie after lie after lie. But the truth? Our history wasn't just written. It was bound in leather. Stored in libraries. Passed from master to student for generations. They erased what they couldn't understand. They feared what they couldn't control. Because a people who remember who they are can never be enslaved again. But we're remembering now. We are unearthing every buried book, every stolen story, every truth they tried to erase. This is not just a documentary. It's a revolution of memory. This is part 2 of They Never Told Us. And the journey has just begun. In part 3, we revealed the rise and fall of the Songhai Empire, one of the most powerful African civilizations ever known, and how its fall opened the door to everything that followed. Subscribe. Share. Comment what shocked you most. Because for centuries they silenced us. But now, we're telling it ourselves. Truth by truth. Story by story. They never told us, but now we know.